This is Muscle Central and I'm Michael Diamond. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. Okay, recent months, Fouad Abiad is taking a lot of shit from people over his relationship with Sam Sulek. And everybody was saying how he's controlling, doesn't let him go on other shows, and a lot of other things have been said about him. Now, Fuad was on the, I believe it's called Power Hour, Mark Bell's Power Hour podcast. And one of the things that came up was Sam Sulek. Now, Fuad did state that one of the things in the contracts is that the athlete can't be part of another weekly podcast or have their own weekly podcast. That's a no-no. He did actually say that one of the reasons is that if the athlete's on another podcast and then comes on to Fuad's podcast, they're not going to want to come there to see him because they can go see him on his channel, his podcast. Obviously, things that have been said about Fuad are true. He's controlling. It's one thing if the athlete is getting a separate endorsement from another company. That's a different story. But to put in a contract, yes, the athlete signs the contract, but just the idea of putting in a contract that they can have their own podcast. Okay, they don't go on somebody else's podcast, but they have their own channel and they want to have their own podcast. But one of your stipulations is they can't have their own podcast on their own channel. That could be a source of income for the person. So you are restricting the ways they can make money also. Like I said, I understand if another supplement company wanted him, was going to sponsor him also. Yeah, of course, that's a conflict of interest. That doesn't work. But not even if you have your own channel, you can't do your own podcast, because that's a violation of the contract. That does seem pretty controlling. Now, that's what Fuad said himself. Those words came out of his mouth. He admitted to this. It makes you wonder, this is what he's told the public now. Are there other things that maybe he wouldn't want to tell the public? There has to be a good reason why these other big athletes that were signed with Fuad came and went, and they all came and went pretty quick. The only one who is still with him from the get-go is Sam Dauda. And some people are even speculating whether that's going to last much longer. To conclude this video, listening to Fuad speak on Mark Bell's podcast, he did confirm at least some of the things, some of the accusations that were thrown at him were confirmed, and it came out of his own mouth. And like I said, it makes you wonder. These are the things that he's talking openly about now. It makes you wonder about the things that he'd rather not talk openly about and what they might be. Okay, if you agree or disagree with anything I've said, please let me know in the comment section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.